Hey everyone, I was just searching for my next project to make and I came across this one and it sells for $175, but like everything on Etsy, it's 50% off. So it's actually $87, but it looks like a pretty neat design and I want to give it a shot. So we're going to check it out. We're going to see if it sells. Hopefully we can make ourselves a little bit of money on this one because I got to pay for this table saw fence I just bought. Okay, so I didn't have a piece of wood that would fit for this project, so I went and bought some. So this is just a 1x8, and the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to cut off this ugly bit here. Next, I'm going to pull in 14 inches. Now, the second piece, I'm going to cut out to, let's go with 17 inches.
I guess 17 inches. I think 16 or 15 might look better.
All right, so the land of measuring, my favorite land to be in. We need to make a 20-degree mark about right here. Now, the angle's up to you. I'm using 20. If you don't have one of these, you can use an angle finder. I think mine's out of batteries. Alternatively, if you have a square like this and you have one of those pins, you could go to like 22.5, where you figure out the angle along those lines. I'm not that smart, so I've just set this. So on the opposite side, because I need to repeat that exact same angle, we're gonna do the same thing, edge to edge. We're gonna measure up 7 inches and I'm just going to flip that over to the other side. We're actually gonna make the exact same cut right here. Before you cut it out, you're gonna need some scrap. So take some scrap, put it up against the back fence there, and then line it up. And depending on the size of your miter saw, your distance or your depth may vary, but I'm gonna go from here and I'm just gonna be all the way back, plunge straight down, and that should just cut me out a nice. All right, back to the land of measuring.
This is what we're aiming for. I don't have specific measurements, but to get there you can use a lid or a circle jig. They're about 6.5 inches in diameter, or any method to draw circles, but don't let the idea of circles lock you down. The goal is to make room for a middle shelf and make it look aesthetic. This is the original that I'm pulling the example from. And then we have to use a bandsaw or a jigsaw or a scroll saw, whatever you got to cut out that shape. After you're done with the bandsaw doing that, we're going to need 2 circular platforms. Now you don't have to make circular platforms, but I'm making circular platforms. And I just use my circle jig or lid, whatever you want to use, and I cut those out into smaller pieces, and then I use my bandsaw to get pretty close to my line, and then I finish up with the sander. Now, if you guys can do me a huge favor, if you're enjoying this video, if you can like and subscribe and comment and hit the hype button and do all that stuff, that'd be extremely helpful, and thank you.
I like it.
I first marked my center, and then I marked in 4 inches from each side, so I know where I need to pre-drill my holes because I'm going to attach this with screws from the underside. I then started to sand all of my pieces. I was going up to 180 grit. Right now I'm doing 80 grit, and then I had an idea. And as I was sanding, I felt it was a little bit too square, so I used this pipe fitting here and rounded it over, used my bandsaw to cut it out, and then I went over to the sander and I smoothed it all out, getting it perfect. And then I do a round over with my router, this 1/8 inch on every face of this thing except for where the 2 shelves are going to reach. I avoid those flat spots. And I finish up sanding up to 180 grit afterwards.
This is the back side, so I'll sand it after again, just to get rid of this little mark. But we're gonna pre-drill 2 screws here. And then we can attach this onto here on the other side. Okay, so use some CA glue just down the middle here.
I use my square to line it up with some CA glue, and then I spray the activator on it to make it stable, and then I screw it in from the back. In retrospect, an idea I thought of is just doing a couple brad nails from the back. Probably would have been easier, but this is the way I did it, so.
Okay, well, that was definitely the hard part.
I attached the 2 shelf pieces with just a little bit of CA glue and then some Titebond 3 wood glue, because Titebond 3 is the only glue that I use. I'm not sponsored. It's just, why use a glue that's not waterproof if you have a glue that is waterproof? May as well use that one for everything. I do use a measuring tape from the sides to make sure that it's square while I still have some working time. And then I push it down, spray with activator, and call it a day.
Well, there you have it. We got ourselves a glue stand. Pretty cool. I like it. It's neat. It's different. All right, so this project sells for $87 when it's 50% off on Etsy. I think the original is probably made out of a hardwood, so keeping that in mind, I would say this is probably closer to $30.
This won't change the rating that we do, but I just noticed while I was looking that there are like 20 postings of the exact same 3-tiered bamboo shelf, and I think they're all being resold. Some of them are 20 bucks, some of them are 40 bucks, 70 bucks, 200 bucks. Some are getting sold, but most of them are not. So I think this is a product being resold.
Let me know what you guys think about this project. I think it's neat. It's a little bit different. I'm gonna throw some spray finish on it here.
And now for the rating. I'm giving it a 5 for time. It took under an hour. For complexity, I'm gonna call this a 4. It requires a little bit of precision. Accessibility to the materials were cheap, making this definitely under $50. And I think with hardwood locally, you could still do it under $50. So that gets a 4. How likely is it to sell? Well, the Etsy listing has no sales, and my listing has a little bit of attention at $25, but not a lot. So I'm going to give that a 2, hard to sell. And for appearance, I'm giving it a 4, but I think it would look a lot better if it was stained to be darker, or maybe even painted a glossy solid white. So in total, this project gets 4 stars. Thank you all for watching, and if there's nothing else, I will see you in the next one.